Coming soon, a new novel. 9 Stepping Stones to Mars, by Charlie Brindley. These are 3 of the 782 stoners: Lieutenant Yu Ming, robotics and electronics with secondary duties as high school instructor. On the left, behind Ms. Yu is Master Chief Olgi Wanataba, navigation, secondary duties, new stoners orientation and mentor. On the right, Senior Technician Martin Walsh, propulsion, and spacecraft integrity, secondary duties, nutrition and social services. The current planning by NASA and SpaceX is for a human voyage to the planet Mars in 2029. It will require a very large spaceship, perhaps SpaceX's Starship or the next iteration of that rocket, with a huge cargo of fuel and supplies to support a crew of 12 for the one-way journey of 9 months. Current technological capabilities are not yet adequate to promise the brave volunteer crew a return trip to Earth. The International Space Station is scheduled for decommission in 2030. It will disintegrate and be destroyed as it falls through the Earth's atmosphere. The replacement for the ISS will be a commercial space station similar to this proposed Axiom space station currently in development. A second possibility for landing humans on Mars is to wait for the science of cryogenics or extended hibernation to be perfected, then put the crew to sleep for 9 months, ironically, the same amount of time required for gestation, and let robots pilot the spacecraft to Mars. However, the art and science of suspended animation is years, if not decades away from being perfected. Ironically, the same amount of time required for gestation. But there is a third, or middle way, 9 space station stepping stones, placed at 1-month travel time intervals along the route from Earth to Mars. The 9 stepping stones from Earth to Mars, spaced 1 month apart. Each of the 9 stepping stones, like the International Space Station now in orbit above the Earth, would be large enough to accommodate crews for the shuttles going back and forth between the 9 stations, and between Earth and Mars. The stations will have large reserves of fuel, food, and water, as well as the comforts and entertainment people are accustomed to on Earth. They will also rotate around their horizontal axis at a rate of approximately 6 rotations per minute to create sufficient centrifugal force to simulate Earth's gravity. That means no awkward floating around and bumping into walls and ceilings, while showers and commodes will function as they do on Earth. On May 25, 1961, President John Kennedy said, "I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth."
The nations of the world should commit themselves to achieving the goal, within the next 10 years, of landing men and women on Mars, and for those choosing to return, giving them a safe journey home.
Moon Base Tranquility, where Stepping Stone Academy will be located and where the 9 Stepping Stone spacecrafts will be assembled and launched. The first 2 Earthlings to land on Mars will be a man and a woman stepping together into the red dirt as they become the first interplanetary beings that we know of. Their words, when their boots touch the surface, will be transmitted, live, back to us, and will echo through the ages for millennia. You call that a landing cupcake?
You were the one reading the map, Bubba. This is probably not even Venus.
We're not live streaming, are we?
Oh, shit. We were supposed to say that one small step thingy.
Hey, Elon. Can we get a do-over? I think Amelia Earhart here just landed us on the wrong planet.
Is it science fiction or fictional science? You can decide for yourself. Coming soon to a phone near you. 9 Stepping Stones to Mars. A novel by Charlie Brindley. Charlie Brindley, President and CEO of Winship Farm, is a retired programmer living in the Ozarks of Southwest Missouri, USA. He's an award-winning author who draws on his experience in the military and extensive worldwide assignments to write adventure, sci-fi, and historical novels and create colorful, detailed art. He has lived in Europe, Southeast Asia, the Amazon basin, and Alaska. He is a licensed pilot and was a bush pilot in Alaska. He has published 27 novels and 3 nonfiction books on Amazon. His books have been translated into 22 languages.